In 1986, Spike Lee had his first big box office hit, She's Gotta Have It. This film was a success, but Lee received criticism for his character development. In his films following, he showed growth both as a filmmaker and an individual. Before we dive into Spike Lee's later work, let's take a closer look at She's Gotta Have It to fully understand where it succeeded and where it fell short. Advertised as a seriously sexy comedy, it was indeed filled with sex and comedy, but it has been deemed by many scholars as seriously lacking a feminist perspective.
Nola was something special. She had this amazing effect on men.
Please, baby, please, baby, please, baby, 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 please.
Good night.
Good night. Wait a minute. Is Jamie there?
I was the best thing that ever happened to Nola, darling. Ask her, she'll tell you that herself. Why, she worshipped me.
It seems that men are taught not to be in touch with themselves, with their true feelings, with the things that they do say. Weak.
You so fine, baby. I drank a tub of your bath water.
Congress has just approved me to give you my heat and moisture-seeking MX missile.
I just want to rock your world.
Baby, it's got to be you and me. You may not realize it tonight, but you're sending out some very strong vibes. May I continue?
She's Gotta Have It was innovative and stylish. A mostly black and white film, it is notable for showing African American representation on the silver screen, for how it featured an all African American cast and also dared to show intimate relationships between male and female African Americans. Spike Lee received harsh criticisms from feminist scholars such as Bell Hooks, reprimanding him for having a strong female lead only for her character to be one-dimensional and dependent on the opinions of the men in her life, along with the inclusion of a controversial rape scene in the final cut of the film. Looking at Lee's work after She's Gotta Have It, he continued featuring strong African American women in his films, some a great improvement from Nola Darling, and some still seriously lacking. School Days, the next film Spike Lee made following She's Gotta Have It in 1988, shows a variety of female characters, but they are shown constantly critiquing each other's every move and most importantly their style. These female characters are also shown as valued for their bodies and sexual promiscuity.
That's better, Miss Thing. It's not real. Say what? You heard. It ain't even real.
You wish you had hair like this.
Girl, you know you weren't even born with blue eyes.
That's right. Blue contact lenses.
They're just jealous.
Crooklyn, a family-friendly film made in 1994, presented some of Lee's strongest, most likable female characters. Troy Carmichael and her mother Carolyn keep their family in line in a matriarch role. Troy taking over her mother's duties after her passing and stepping into the role of the other mother, forcing her to leave her childhood joys and activities behind. Bamboozled, made in 2000, introduces the character Sloane Hopkins. A smart and independent woman, she has worked hard to acquire her assistant position, but the male characters still try to make her feel bad for her previous relations with Delacroix, falsely insisting that this is the root of her success. Lee credits his writing of Sloane's character to the impact his wife has had on him since they've been married, stating, "I'm married to a very intelligent woman, she's a lawyer, and since we've been married, I've made a concerted effort to have a better understanding of female characters." Fast forward to 2017, Spike Lee's wife Tonya Lewis Lee is still pushing him to do bigger and better things in his career, giving her full credit for the idea to turn his first film, She's Gotta Have It, into a new series for Netflix.
Tell me about that. What was that like?
Yeah.
It's coming on Netflix.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
As a 10-part series this time.
10-part series.
Yes. And it was Tanya's ideal to make this into a TV series. I never thought about it.
Whose idea was it?
Tanya's.
Really?
Yeah.
How did that conversation go? No,
Mike, you need to do this.
Yeah, well, I mean, Spike and I were talking about working together, I mean, as you say, I work separately, he has his things, and we were like, well, we should do something together. And
Besides have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we do very well
That
together.
and practice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And our daughter, Satchel, just graduated
she
from
did.
NYU
Oh,
this past May.
All right then. Daughter shout out. There you go.
Tisch School of the Arts.
So
All right.
we do children well, and we thought, okay, let's find something to work together on. And so we were kicking ideas around, and I said, you know, why not think about She's Gotta Have It? And I'll tell you, at the time, Spike was talking about gentrification in Brooklyn, and I said, you know, why not show what you're talking about through your work?
With a whole new cast and a team of women writers taking control behind the scenes, the new She's Gotta Have It breathes new depth and a fresh perspective to the characters who had originally debuted 31 years earlier.
I don't believe in colorblind casting. If you can't tell me where a character's from, I'm not really interested. Nola is a carefree black girl in 2017. She's self-actualized but still figuring her shit out. Growing up, I saw myself in Katharine Hepburn. I saw myself as ferocious and fearless. I wasn't really thinking about any kind of limitations. I think it's important for young women of color and young women in general to see ourselves full and human and flawed. I think there's the possibility to both have the entertainment, the escapism, but still be woke. She's Gotta Have It is absolutely emblematic of that. You know, we have this show that's fun and sexy, and there's still a struggle almost to retain that freedom in the midst of gentrification, our current political climate, sexism, and ideologies of what it means to be a proper woman. I believe in finding work that can do both, that can both entertain and inform.
Lee took this series as an opportunity to address current issues, such as gentrification, the Black Lives Matter movement, as well as sexual assault and domestic violence awareness. One key change Spike Lee made to She's Gotta Have It was to show Nola's motivations and passion behind her career as an artist. Nola herself, now a well-rounded three-dimensional character, is also influenced by many other strong women in her life.
I gotta look within to feel what makes me happy. You're a real talent. To my beautiful friends.
Instead of including a rape scene in the series reboot, Nola is a victim of sexual assault, shown occurring while she was walking home one night. Enraged by this event, Nola uses her art as a platform to give her and other women affected a voice.
I'm not a freak.
You're a sex addict.
I'm not a sex addict.
Excuse me, miss. Hey, boo. Baby girl.
And I'm damn sure nobody's property.
Throughout Spike Lee's career, he has continued growing and changing with the times, as have his women characters. If there's one thing we can count on, it's that Spike Lee is going to continue doing what he does best, the right thing.
Let's do the right thing. You know I had to get that in there.
So you're bugging out, right? You're gonna go, you're gonna go, you're gonna go, you're gonna go. If you don't, I'll still be here on this corner. Tube socks, $3 $5, $3 $5. Tube socks, $3 $5, $5.